Welcome to the MagiReco News. I'm your anchor, the Yillim. Hello? Is this Bum on site? I would like to order the news, please. Well, not just 50% of it, all of the news, please. Our top story today is that the Tart event that was just announced like a week ago is actually already coming to us. But we're gonna start out with, well, the time is gonna be on the 24th, so we're like 3 days from now. It's gonna happen, we're gonna get some cool new stuff. What are we gonna get? Okay, let's go down the list, because in a whole lot of Tart stuff. You might think to yourself, don't we already have enough Tart? No, we don't. We need more Tart stuff. So first off, we have Corbeau, 5-star uncap. We have Lapine, 5-star uncap. Oh my god, look at that. Is she gonna be fine? Is she gonna be fine? Don't worry, she is fine, even though it really doesn't look like it, because for some reason, MagiReco with the mangaka for Tart Manga decided to put a giant spoiler right in here, the fact that she's fine. She's fine. She is fine. Don't worry about that. So we have an uncap for both of these, which looks fucking amazing. That card looks so good, actually. Oh my god, that card. So we already knew their Spirit Enhancement. They already had Spirit Enhancement for a long time. But what actually changed from 5-star? Well, we see that the stats are of course better. Corbeau actually seems to have decent attack. Lapine already had really crazy defense, but now she has even crazier defense. I looked up some of the effects on the stuff that they already had on their Connect and their Magia, and it seems like with their 5-star uncaps, at least Corbeau just gets better numbers everywhere here. Like, oh, the chance to poison is now guaranteed at 5-star, and the chance to curse is now guaranteed at 5-star, and the numbers just go up a little bit, and it doesn't seem to be that much crazy stuff. But Corbeau was already alright, I guess. Nothing special, but alright. Decent all-rounder, I would say. A little bit focused on ailments, but ailments aren't that good right now anyway. And you also have Lapine, who was really fucking tanky. And there were actually some meme builds doing solo mirrors, just showing off the fact that Lapine can actually survive really long as solo mirrors and even win some battles. Like, it was just some show-off, guys, saying like, hey, did you guys know she's actually really tanky because she can give herself survive, and she just in general is really tanky with a lot of defense. And I think she gets some blast shield in here as well. Cool stuff. Damage cut as well. Awesome. But what does she actually get at 5-star? Apart from better stats, which means better defense. I think her Connect gains a new effect, which is blast damage cut. Like a blast damage shield basically on someone else, which is not going to do much in most cases, but it's fine. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, right? We take that. And I think the Magia just increases in strength, like a little bit stronger Magia. Okay. But once again though, because they're getting 5-star uncaps, that means they're getting doubles. And we don't know anything about their doubles yet. Maybe their doubles are actually really cool. Maybe they have some really awesome effects on there. Maybe Lapine gains survive for 5 turns or whatever. Some really crazy shit. Who knows? But yeah, there could be some cool stuff on their doubles. We'll have to watch out. And we're going to have to make a video. In fact, this will be one of the videos that I'm going to have to make once this comes out. I'm going to have to make a second video about this once that comes out, and then I have to make a third video about this when that comes out. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Okay, first off though, that's a bit red here. Let me fix it. For some reason everything is red on this page. I don't know why. Let me check it. Okay, so we have C red. Oh, I see. This, for some reason the C red applies to everything. Let me fix that. Okay, there you go. Did you guys know I'm a software developer? So yeah, we have Isabeau de Bavière, mother of the Dauphin, also known as Isabeau of Bavaria, also known in her home language, in her hometown rather, as Elisabeth von Bayern, because she's actually the first real German Mangaka, and she has a really funny face in the preview up there for some reason. The first actual German Mangaka, because Elisa is from Hungary, which was part of the Holy Roman Empire. History is weird. Anyway. So yeah, I'm totally not biased at all in saying that you should definitely roll for Isabeau, because you should definitely roll for the first German Mangaka in the game, right? Okay, but apart from that, is she actually a good character? She's alright. She's alright. She's not amazing, but she's pretty good. So I'm gonna say something right away. She's basically dark type Tart, which is kind of intended to be that way. Like, oh, we have Tart, our protagonist, and here's the antagonist, and she's gonna be like a dark version of her. Wow. So she is a dark type Blast Gorilla. We have a Blast Gorilla right here. She's balanced type, all with balanced stats, but a little bit more attack. Oh, okay. She has Blast Salutation, which means she gains MP on Blast. Okay, we're basically tired at this point. And her Connect gives attack up and defense up. Okay, we're really just tired at this point. So yeah, she's mostly tired, but she had some cool stuff of her own as well. So let's just take a look at what she actually does as well, that she like does herself. It's not just copied from Tard. Her Connect gives not just attack up and defense up, but also dark attribute attack up. So if you're playing a dark focused team, it's actually a really good offensive connect. And something that I figured out recently, like I knew that elemental attack up, like dark element attack up or fire element attack up, for example, is just like a normal attack up in that it just like it just raises your attack by the percentage that it says, but it's like additive to your normal attack up. So if you have like 50% attack up and 50% fire attack up and you're a fire unit, then in total both those just get added together. Yeah, it's 100% attack up, right? They just get plussed together, those things. And of course, because elemental attack ups, they have a red icon, they're capped at 100%, right? Which means that you can get 100% attack up, 100% elemental attack up for a total of 200% attack up, right? Right? Wrong. Because someone did some testing, stacked up the elemental attack up really high, and figured out that even though red buffs are supposed to be capped at 100%, elemental attack ups are not capped at 100%. They're the only red buff that breaks the red buff cap, and they actually stack forever. So you can have like 1000% elemental attack up, and you will get 1000% attack up, which is fucking crazy. People figure that out by playing around on the Kimochi with some elemental attack up bonuses from different characters. Now, there aren't enough characters just yet to push those elemental attack up numbers so high that it would matter. Like right now, it's just a cool piece of trivia that isn't really something that you have to worry about, because you're not gonna be able to stack it up really high. But once more characters get released that have elemental attack ups, mostly on their Magia for like multiple turns, and you can stack multiple really fast, this will become an issue. And they hope they probably should fix this, because this could trivialize every future Kimochi. By, for example, if you could stack a dark elemental attack up, you would just have let's say, for example, a forest Kimochi in the future, and you would still do maximum damage with the dark type team, because they hit the damage cap after a few turns. Anyway, off that aside, what else does she do? Well, her Magia is attribute strength and damage to all enemies. She's a blast gorilla, so is the Magia really gonna be that important? Well, there's some other stuff as well. So she has Blast Salutation, but she also gets 9 MP per turn passively. Cool. So she actually does use Magia sometimes, I guess. So yeah, it's attribute strength and damage to all enemies. What else does she do? She Magia seals all enemies, and then she gives herself Blast Up and Survive for 3 turns. Yeah, she's really hard to kill in the story, so it makes sense that she gives herself Survive on Magia for 3 turns. So yeah, that's the thing. What else does she do on her active? Her active is Skill Seal on all enemies. Chance to, at least, like a chance to skill seal all enemies. And then she also gives herself Survive for a turn. So yeah, she'll be really hard to kill. If you're fighting her in PvP in mirrors, yeah, she's gonna be able to give herself Survive for a turn. So either you burst her on turn 1, or you're gonna have to wait until turn 3 before you can kill her. Or you curse her on turn 2. That also is a job. However, that doesn't actually work, because she's immune to Curse. She has passive Curse immunity, which is great, because Curse is the greatest counter ever to Survive, and she's immune to that passively, so yeah, you can't curse her at all. You could still burn her, I guess, or dazzle her. Dazzle and burn, you would have both of those at the same time. That would do the job. That's hard to do. So yeah, you're not gonna really punch through her Survive that easily, because she's immune to Curse. Awesome. And yeah, of course, regular Tard is also immune to Curse. Get it? Right? Yeah, so yeah, she generates a bit of MP every turn. She has the Blast Salutation, so she seems alright. She can get to Magia in a decent time, I guess. I assume maybe she also has Curse on attack. I mean, I would assume at least she has Curse on attack, because it would make sense for a character. So yeah, she seems alright. The thing is right now about Blast characters is that Blast characters are only just basically used for farming like blue auto. Right? When you go into an event and you're like, okay, I'm gonna farm this node 30 times, put on blue auto, and you just put down a blaster to do it as fast as possible. That's basically what you use blasters for right now. So if you already have a really good blaster, Ashley for example, or regular Tard, do you need another one? Maybe not. So this is kind of weird. Anyway, there's also a Memoria on here. And this Memoria does the following. It does attack up and chance to poison attack. It's kind of standard. However, here's the interesting bit. We have another gacha. We have a second gacha. We have a second gacha right here. Has the same Memoria on the gacha. So this Memoria is from both gachas. Also, here's also another very important thing to note is that Isabeau is the oldest Magoka, and I don't mean because she's hundreds of years old, because it's like 1400s or 1500s that she lived. No, I mean the fact that right here, as she is in this moment on this card art, she's 60 years old. So yeah, however, and here's the interesting bit they actually mentioned: if you play her Magical Girl story, and you know when you play a Magical Girl story, you get a costume for someone. Her costume is her as a young girl. Basically right here, like she's on the Memoria. You get that as a home screen costume, where she also has different lines apparently, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that was about Isabeau. We also have Minou in here, which is, I mean, she's, okay, let's get into Minou. I think she's not quite as interesting, apart from her having two huge, ginormous Excel discs that are actually rather interesting to, rather important rather, to her character, how she plays. So what does she do? She's a Magia type, which means she's going to use a whole bunch of Magia, cool. She gives on a Connect, Attack Up, Guaranteed Bewitch, Chance of Charms. It's going to be all about status aimants. What does she do in her Magia? It's a single target Magia, sadly. So she's not going to be that useful against in most cases. What she also does is MP gain down to the enemy, okay, and MP damage to the enemy. Okay, sure, not going to be very useful in 99% of cases, or rather 99.99% of cases, but sure. What else does it do? It gives some Magia damage up to all allies for 3 turns. Hey, that's actually really good. If her doppel gives that for 5 turns, and the number on it is pretty good, then this will actually be really fucking good. Because Magia damage up is one of the ways that you basically have to use to get a lot of damage on Kimochi, so having something that buffs everyone with that, hey, that's really good. So I guess for that, she's already quite alright, but does she do anything else? Does she do anything else except buff her entire team with Magia damage up? Not really. Magia damage, the Magia damage is kind of dumb. Aimants aren't that useful. What else does she do? She does MP damage down to all enemies, I think. Let me check. Yeah, to all enemies. She gives, oh, that is actually interesting, a status aimant resistance down to all enemies. And then she tries to dazzle all enemies. That's actually really good against all enemies. At once with the resistance down, that's actually pretty good. So yeah, if aimants ever do get fixed, this will be pretty good actually. What else does she do? Anti-Magia Seal, yeah, she's immune to Magia Seal, okay. Hopefully every Magia character has something like this. She also has a chance to Charm on attack, also quite alright. And she starts the battle with 15% of her MP bar, which is also quite alright, which is like 22.5 at if you have Doppel unlocked, which is pretty good. So overall, she seems quite alright, but once again, I'm going to have to make a video about her. I'm going to have to make a video about Corbeau and Lapine. I'm going to have to make a video about Isabeau de Bavière. Oh my god, so many more videos to make. But that's not all. But that's not all. That's an event. That's an event. The Masked Student Council strikes back. Okay, sure, that's an event. So this is a single tower, which just means you select a stage and you go into it and you just play battles with just AP. You don't have to double farm your regular stages to get the AP, to get like the items you need to fight in the tower. No, you just go in there, you play a bunch of AP and you like play the event. It's the most straightforward event that's out there. I don't even know why I'm explaining anything. What else do we have? Well, we've got some Memoria, of course, for completing the event. It's going to be a foster Memoria for completing the event as well that isn't on here yet, so we don't know what it is. You get Melissa. She's in the shop, so yeah, you can get Melissa in the shop. That's pretty good. In case you don't have her yet and you want Melissa, cool, if you can get her. Something that's also pretty cool is that there is a home screen background in the event, and this home screen background actually comes with a few costumes, and I think you have to get the costumes separately actually. And if you get these special costumes for example, for Tart, for Liz, for Melissa, as you can see in this image right here, there'll be school outfits. And apparently those school outfits have special lines, home screen lines, but only on that background that you get from the event or something like that. It sounded a bit weird, but yeah, apparently if you get the special home background and these special school uniforms, then they will have special lines in that background, something, I don't know. So yeah, everything is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, not too much special stuff in here. Let me see if I missed anything. Nope. Of course, both of these, oh yeah, I should probably mention that both of these gachas right here for both Minou and Isabeau, they both share Mitama coins, meaning that you can roll 200 times on the Isabeau banner. Let's say you get really lucky and you already force-slot her in 200 rolls, and you can just spend that Mitama coin on buying yourself a Minou, which you probably shouldn't do, because if you have the chance, you could just spend those Meteor coins and getting another Isabeau, which means that that 5th Isabeau becomes a Destiny Crystal. And if you get like 5 Destiny Crystals of something, you can buy any character, and that's pretty good at one slot. So yeah, that's really awesome. But yeah, it's still pretty interesting that both of them share Meteor coins, so awesome. And both of them also have this like limited paid gacha thing where you can just spend 30 paid gems once on either of their banners to get a 10 roll. So your first 10 roll on either of these 2 banners you can just do with 30 paid gems instead of having to spend a lot more than that. So yeah, overall, a lot of news, a lot of tart. The tart train never ends. Maybe next year we're gonna get Panel, swimsuit Panel or whatever. right, at this rate it's actually gonna happen, so whatever. That was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.